Are games getting worse or am I just tripping? I hope I'm tripping.
I got her from the streets and then gave her back. I went for a second, then doubled on back. It get lonely at night, that's whack. Told her come over, she know I'm a
If you see my other videos, you know that I think the games just haven't been hitting the same this year, you know? I don't know what it is, but I couldn't put my finger on it. But something was wrong. Like, games just weren't doing it for me. And I love video games. My favorite pastime, but it just wasn't hitting the same. And then one day, you know, I was just sitting around, brainstorming some video ideas, looking at some of the old PlayStation games, like right around release day. PS4 I'm talking about. And looking at those games got me thinking, maybe there's something to this whole thing. Maybe it's not just me not enjoying the games that dropped this year. Maybe the games that dropped this year just weren't good. Now, I know that's a very bold claim to make, but I got some evidence, like comparing the old PlayStation 4 games to the PS5 drops. And I think that when I show you guys this evidence, you'll see that something's going on and they need to correct this joint fast. The first thing I want to do is compare release date drops. At least in my opinion, the best title that got dropped with the PS5's release was Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now, Spider-Man Miles Morales was a great game, but it really falls off after that. Most of the other launch day titles were really just spin-offs of an already formed game series. There really wasn't much new content. Like, there was Sackboy: A Big Adventure, spin-off of Little Big Planet. There was Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate version. Like, they really didn't bring much new content. New content they did bring left much to be desired. First they came out with 2K21 Next Gen Edition. I'm not gonna lie, I played 2K a lot. 2K21 is just the repackaging of the same game they dropped in 2K20. Now they often do this, but with 2K11 it's like you got an entirely new console that you can really experiment with, and you came out with the same game. And with the other big franchise, Call of Duty Cold War. Now, I personally haven't played Cold War. I've just stuck to Modern Warfare. But from what I've heard, people hated it. People have said Cold War is one of the worst games in the Call of Duty franchise. People are hating on Cold War heavy. And it only gets worse when you compare the PS5 launch day titles to the PS4 launch day titles. The PS4 launch day gave us games like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, NBA 2K14, Just Dance 2014. And I don't know if you guys remember, but Just Dance used to have a grip on the populace like no other. It gave us Killzone Shadowfall, it gave us Warframe, it gave us Battlefield 4, it also gave us Call of Duty Ghosts, which wasn't a great title. I personally enjoyed it, but some people didn't. There was FIFA 14, there was Madden NFL 25. These titles were some of the best in their series, the best from their companies, and it just makes you wonder, like, why couldn't the PS5 launch day have such great titles with the new software? And if you still think the PS5 releases were just as good as the PS4, then just wait until you look at the rest of that first year that the PS4 was released compared to the PS5. I mean, just as the headliners, you had games like GTA 5, Destiny, Dragon Age Inquisition, which is my personal favorite, Diablo 3, Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, Far Cry 4, The Evil Within, Little Big Planet 3, Sniper Elite 3, and more games that I just don't have the time to list. It was a phenomenal year for gaming 2014. Now, 2021 is far from over, but the PS5 first year releases have a lot to be desired. I mean, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is probably the best title, and it just falls off from there. I mean, you got games like Outriders, which had great potential but just couldn't live up to it. Cyberpunk, another game that has phenomenal potential but just couldn't live up to it. But overall, 2021 has been dropping absolute duds. Like, nothing has been dropped. People are still playing Modern Warfare. That game dropped 2 years ago. Like, it just hasn't been a good year for gaming. Now, I've given you all this evidence that games are getting worse, at least compared to PS4 to the PS5. But while I phrase this video with the question, are games getting worse? I think that there is very large potential that they can turn it around with the rest of this year, into next year, into 2023. I think we have hope. I'm just gonna give you guys some of the titles that we can expect to see in the next year or so. I mean, 2K22 just came out, Madden 22 came out, you got Call of Duty Vanguard coming soon, Deathloop, Far Cry 6, Dying Light 2 is coming out. If you look into 2022, you got Horizon Forbidden West. I'm really excited for that one. You know, they announced the new Spider-Man and Wolverine game coming out in 2023, I believe. So to answer the question that I started this video off with, are games getting worse? No, I don't think they are. I am a gamer. I'm going to hold out hope that these games coming up in the rest of this year into next year are going to pull it back around. But man, this year has been a terrible year for gaming. I don't even know what to say. Like, it just really there's really been uninspired games that have dropped. So I hope that they can turn it around. Take your time and give me something good. Don't rush to it like Outriders, Cyberpunk. They had great ideas. They couldn't fulfill them. I think we just need to let these developers go ahead and do what they do, and don't let the big series, the big companies, 2K, Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, don't let them drop games just for a cash grab. Don't let them drop games just to put something out. Make sure that they are really trying with these games. I've heard good. I haven't played 2K22, but I've heard very good things. So I'm hoping this is a sign of things to come for this next year, into the next few years, when the PS5s are finally in stock. Watch my last video if you want to know about that. But yeah, if you're like me and you just wondering like, why have games just not felt the same this year, you're not alone. Like, these games just really haven't lived up to a first year of a new console that we've seen in the past. I know this is like my second video in a row where I'm just talking and not really playing any games. If you're here for the gaming content coming out tomorrow or the next day, so be ready for that. If you're not here for the gaming content, take a look. There's a bunch of game videos on my channel. This is what this channel is about, gaming primarily, but we're going to expand to newer things and more things as the year goes on. Thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying the video. Give it a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit post notifications. Comment down below what your favorite game of all time is. Y'all heard from me, my favorite game is Dragon Age Inquisition. If you haven't played that game, it's still good enough to play right now. Go ahead, download it, buy it, download it, play that game. It's a good experience, I promise you. But yeah, without further ado, thank you for watching. Peace.